Such an honor and a privilege to be chatting now to Madz Deyzel. She joins us, and so cool that we can do this morning. Thank you for your time, Madz. Thank you so much for being willing to chat to us about your incredible book.
Thanks, Jonathan. It's an awesome privilege to be here.
So, Madz, you didn't always think that you were going to be an author, and but it's fantastic that you've had the freedom and the ability to write a book, and I absolutely love that. Talk to us a little bit about the whole thing of writing a book.
Yeah, Jonathan, definitely didn't think that I would ever be an author. I actually talk in the book about the fact that I was a G-class kid, and G didn't stand for good. So I've always struggled from an academic perspective, dyslexic, and but over the years, kind of had it in my heart to share some of the learnings I've had from my own journey in my personal life, and at the same time as a pastoral counselor. And then an incredible opportunity came up where I was invited by Matt Bird. He's a renowned publisher himself. And he runs a course, and he said, do I want to do this course? And the timing was just, as always, impeccable. And so, yeah, I learned all the tools and the tricks to what it means to actually take what's inside of you and put it down on paper. So, yeah, and then literally January, it was January last year, and he said, imagine at the end of this year being able to use your book as a Christmas filler. And that's exactly what it was.
Oh, brilliant. I love that, Madz. So it's CARE for Wholeness, and CARE is an acronym which stands for Creating Authentic Restorative Environments. Why that topic?
So, as a pastoral counselor, I get to hear the behind the scenes stories of so many people. And I'm so aware that many find themselves stuck in their own stories and their own narratives. This was my journey. I actually first saw a counselor when I was 16. And so the book, in a sense, has two parallel journeys. There's the journey of kind of how I went through a process of investing in counseling resources for myself, and then leaned into community, leaned into pastoral care, leaned into professional care, and saw God work through so many of those spaces. And so my heart is to give people hope handles and tools to embrace and own their own journeys of healing and wholeness. So, yeah, what does it mean to, in a sense, create authentic and restorative environments so that we can partner with God, partner with others to a journey of healing and wholeness?
Yeah, I love that. That is so good. Of course, we want people to read this book, and I think everybody who is anybody who can read should be reading this book. I've only gotten into like the first chapter and a half, and already I'm like, my pencil's out, I'm circling areas, I'm making little notes, and it's just so impactful because it's about personal healing and restoration. And what I love is that you bring in very prominently the God factor and the fact that God has a plan and a purpose for our lives. And again, I loved your realness in terms of just sharing, that there were 4 moments in a period of, I think, like 4 or 5 years, 4 days where certain things happened and that transformed your life. Just talk to us a little bit about that, because we look at people like you who've authored a book, who've been in pastoral counseling ministry for years, and we think, we can never do it. But the truth is, each and every one of us have a role to play, right?
Completely. So often we think that healing journeys are going to just be like a magic pill. They're just going to happen automatically. But we forget that there is a journey that one needs to engage in. And even though there's been some real significant moments and days in my life that have, in a sense, escalated or kind of fast-tracked healing moments, there have also been days where I've just pushed in on my knees in prayer, crying out to God, or just done the next best right thing, whether it's having a masks off conversation with someone, or kind of just, being vulnerable when I'm wanting to kind of shut down and pull away. These are all the kind of building blocks that get us to the journey of kind of embracing deeper healing and wholeness. And yeah, I've had some incredible moments where God has just spoken into my life and with a very accurate word that's kind of impacted specific spaces in my world where there were fears and insecurities or beliefs that I'm worthless or I'm nothing. And God has just accurately spoken into those spaces of truth. But when we receive those kind of nuggets, what I call them, if we don't align ourselves to them and kind of allow them to become our new truth, to become the foundations to our identity, then we'll still stay stuck. And so there's work to be done. You know, scripture says we've got to do the workout. We've got to work out our salvation. And no one can do the workout for you. You can't find a gym instructor who will do the workout for you where you get the benefits. And so many moments in this book, I want to give people empowering tools to help them do those workouts and to leverage those moments where God speaks into their lives to, in a sense, aid them on their journey to healing and wholeness.
I love that. Wow. So powerful. Thank you for sharing so really with us this morning. Madz, we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to ask, where do people get their hands on this book? And I'm actually going to pop it up on the video, so those people who are watching can see where this what the book looks like. But how can people get their hands on it?
You can get hold of me through my website, edify-buildingthesoul.com, and you can order directly through me. There are a couple of coffee shops in Durban and in Joburg, Echo Coffee at NCCB in Randburg, Joburg, or at Encourage Anthem Church at the Set in the Arch and in Durban. Otherwise, it is also available on Kindle and Amazon. And yeah, otherwise, just get hold of me through my website, and you can put an order in that way, and I can post it through to you.
Fantastic. Let's just get those details again, if you don't mind, Madz. I'm going to just make sure that we post it at the bottom of the video. So it's
www.edify-building the soul.
Building the soul, as in SOUL, right?
SOUL, yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Edify-buildingthesoul.com.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. There we go. So there it is. Go check it out. And also, as you said, it's available on Kindle, so you can buy it there. And again, the book you're looking for is Care for Wholeness. Madz, thank you so much for chatting to us. It's really been great to connect with you. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome,
and God
Jonathan.
bless you.
Thanks
and
for
the
having
amazing work that you guys do. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because Madz is going to be sharing her personal testimony in our Story of Hope segment. So you definitely do not want to miss that. That's coming up at about 12 minutes past 8 this morning.